Hello, Scorpio. Elsie here to do your reading. It is for the week ahead. Scorpio, how you doing? I hope you're well. Thank you so much for clicking here. I'm just going to go with one deck of oracles today, and we are going to throw some tarot at it, find out what's going on. The oracles are always for the overall feel of the week ahead. That's how I read. If you've never been here before, welcome. If you're here and you're brand new, welcome to all the shenanigans. And yeah, I'm reading for the week ahead, whether you get this today, tomorrow, or next year. And we're going to look at some oracles, then we're going to throw some tarot at it. And if you are my ride or die Scorpio and you keep coming back here and clicking and viewing, thanks so much for doing that. I appreciate you. And if you are brand new, I hope you will stay. We have a rather large Scorpio tribe here. And, well, I'm a Taurus, and you are my opposite sign, so Scorpio is my jam. Let's find out what's going on here. At the end of this video, I'm going to talk about private reads if you're interested, and I'm also going to tell you where to find the extended if you're interested in that. Tell me about Scorpio. What do we need to know about Scorpio? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, oops, and Jupiter. Okay, well, there we go. They're talking to us. Well, okay, here we go. We've got Truth Be Told. We've got Soulmates. What else do we have here? Okay, all that glitters. Very interesting. Bottom of the deck, we have Time for a Nap. You feel exhausted to me? Feels like you're putting a lot of time, energy, talents, whatever, into something that I feel is like, okay, Charlie just showed me. Charlie, by the way, is my guide. If you've never been here before, I'm clairaudient and clairvoyant, and he gives me my clairvoyancy and clairaudiency. And so I'm seeing somebody push a big boulder up a hill. Now I'm seeing it because I've seen a commercial about that before, like an animated commercial with somebody pushing a boulder up a hill, and there was like a big giant waiting at the top. Maybe you know the one I'm talking about, but the giant kept pushing it downhill. I feel like it's been sort of an arduous journey here, but it does feel like you're about to say something. I feel like you're exhausted though, because it feels like you've been going uphill for so long. I've got card number 24, which is a 6, and it feels like it could be something to do with a relationship, could be something to do with love. 6s are the lovers for me. Could be a soulmate connection, which could be platonic or romantic, could be friends, could be family, could be romantic for you. But I feel like the truth needs to be told, and this week, or sorry, in the new week ahead, at some point, somebody's going to drop a mask. And it feels like, just show you this here, feels like somebody's going to drop a mask and it is going to tell the truth. Now, we do have an owl, and owls are always about transformation, death, and rebirth. And this owl, you can see, has the window to their heart open, and all these hearts are flying out. But it's also, if you notice, standing on a mask, and the mask is golden. Isn't it interesting that we have all that glitters, right? So this card, all that glitters, is telling you that all that glitters is not necessarily gold, right? Some things are just gold plated, Scorpio. And so the truth is about to be told, the mask is about to slip, and you're about to see something about a soulmate here. So we've got card number 41, which is a 5, and it almost feels like there's a little bit of lack, because 5s are about lack. It feels like there's a little bit of lack. Once the mask slips, you start to see somebody for who they are, and all that glitters can be gold, absolutely. But when the masks are involved, it's not necessarily that way. We've got masks sitting on a pile of fool's gold, and we've got a mask that is being that has an owl, which represents death, that is teetering on a mask. So it almost feels like the mask drops. Look, this is card number 16. 16 in the tarot is a tower. It feels like the mask drops, and now you get to really see something for what it is. I feel like you've been working exhaustively on something here. Oh yeah, we do have 2 5s. Something is about to change. So Charlie is pointing it out to me. We've got card number 14, card number 41. You could be seeing 14, 41, or 1s and 4s in any succession, 41, 41, or 4114. So we have mirrored energy. There is somebody here who is mirroring someone's energy, or someone is mirroring their energy. Oh, let's talk about this, Scorpio. What's going on? Tell me about Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. The truth is about to come out about maybe feelings. So listen, the way I'm reading Truth Be Told is that somebody's mask is slipping, and they're about to tell somebody and transform everything, change everything by admitting their feelings. But I'm also reading it the other way, because look, we have 2 5s, which tells me quick change is here. We have synchronicities now in your reading, and we also have a mask that's about to slip. So let's find out what the tarot says, and that will tell us whether this is a good thing or something that that maybe you knew was coming, possibly. What's going on here? right. Got the Emperor. We're talking about the Emperor. So you could be the Emperor because the King of Cups is Scorpio, and the Emperor is the wisdom of all of the kings. So if you are the King of Cups, who is emotionally aware, emotionally intelligent, somebody who keeps things under the surface a little bit, someone who is not going to let anybody pull them out of their character. If that's you, I could be talking about you, whether you're feminine or masculine. Now, the Emperor is a masculine leaning energy, so whether you're a man or a woman, you could be in your masculine energy. Just take that for what it's worth. So the truth be told, look, there's a decision being made here. And the Two of Pentacles tells me that things have been moving really quickly, or you've been juggling a lot of things in your life. And I feel like, how can I say, it almost seems like a Groundhog Day for you. Work, eat, sleep, work, eat, sleep, work, eat, sleep, go to the gym, work, eat, sleep. It feels like the same thing is going on over and over again, but it's keeping you very busy and you're keeping it all in balance. But I think at the beginning of the week, the mask is about to slip. So either your mask slips and you like lose your crap, or possibly something else is showing up that now you're going to see for what it was, or somebody's feelings could be coming to the surface. We've got the Five of Pentacles with the soulmates. Look, 555, right? Something is really about to change here. And the Ten of Swords is here. All of these arrows are golden, and we have all that glitters. The tower is about to fall, and you're about to be feeling betrayed, or that something needs to come to an end, an immediate end, is what it feels like here. So let's, the thing is that I want to say that you're in the Emperor energy, or this situation might level you up to be the Emperor if you're not yet in your Emperor energy. Let's find out what else is going on here. Tell me about the Two of Pentacles for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Scorpio. Okay, we start out with the Tower, the Five of Swords, Scorpio. Some sort of secret is coming to the surface. Now, I don't mean to sound dramatic, because you guys know I'm a Taurus Sun. I don't do the drama reads, right? That's not me. But I'm just going to say, this does feel like there is a big shift coming here. And I feel like the shift shows up because of the Five of Swords. I feel like a fight breaks out. We have an argument. We realize that we're way different than we realized. Like we finally realize it, because when the Tower falls, you get to see what's on the other side of the tower. When you're so close up to the tower, all you can see is up and sideways, and it's like you don't really see what's going on behind the tower. And sometimes the tower can block out the sun, and so you don't really have a breakthrough. You don't really know what's going on. Five of Swords is here. This argument or fight, somebody here is trying to win an argument or a fight at any cost, and I feel like what comes out is some sort of a secret, and the secret shifts everything. It feels like the things that you thought that you were keeping, all the balls were in the air, you were keeping everything balanced. I feel like something falls to the ground. Tell me what the secret is. I'm not going to leave you hanging here with all this extra energy here. Tell me what the secret is. Tell me why the Tower shifts. What's this? We've got the Seven of Cups. We've got the Nine of Pentacles. That tells me I knew it. Seven of Cups is like at first it was all very confusing. This is emotional energy, intuitive energy, and then the Nine of Pentacles lands it and says, my intuition was telling me, and I didn't listen to my intuition. It feels like somebody here was busy building a life, building a business, building reputation. I feel like you're a builder, like you were out doing things, getting your footing in the world, building your career. We've got the Eight of Cups in the reverse. So it feels like something is coming back that possibly you thought that you had fixed already. It feels like a conversation. It feels like something here is released, and we're going to talk about that more as we go into the extended, but it feels like a secret is released in the middle of an argument. And I feel like somebody tells, the mask slips, and it changes everything. It shifts everything, and it causes a tower. What comes out, I feel, is that we have to revisit this argument again, because somebody is like, no, I wasn't happy with the answer you gave me before. I just acted like I was. It feels like one of those arguments. It feels like your intuition is about to be confirmed about whatever it is that's coming out as the secret here. And now we have to revisit it, and we got to talk about it, because the mask has slipped and you've shown me something that now I need more information about. We've got the Five of Pentacles and the soulmates. Why are we feeling in lack with these soulmates here? Tell me about Scorpio. We've got the Four of Pentacles, The Emperor comes back out again, and we have the King of Wands. So I feel before you react that you are going to hold back, get your footing, and that you are going to, it's this energy of being in control, Scorpio. It's like this information has come out. It feels like what comes out in the midst of an argument is a secret, and now we have to circle back and we have to talk about that thing again. And it's because this person's mask has slipped. So it's like the mask has slipped and they show you who they really are, is what it feels like. The Four of Pentacles here tells me in the middle of the week, we're quiet. We're holding back. We're not really talking to each other. And the King of Wands is somebody who does have wisdom, but is also inspired to move. So I feel like you are inspired to be most in your Emperor energy in the middle of the week, which means I'm trying to stay in control. I don't want to lose my crap. I'm the person who is the King of Cups. I'm the one who is supposed to be emotionally in control of myself. So I feel like you hold back from saying anything else about whatever is going on here. But it does feel like these soulmates are absolutely in lack. And it feels like somebody here has been working so hard, Nine of Pentacles, that they have grown. And it feels like the other one is more interested in being right, doing the right fighting, than they are in growing. It feels like there is a vibrational gap that's happening here between you and somebody else that you would call a soulmate, whether that's a soulmate friend, a soulmate person in your family, or a soulmate lover. We've got the Four of Wands, we've got the Nine of Swords, and we've got the Moon. So, sorry, not the Nine of Wands, the Nine of Swords. I think I said the Nine of Swords. Okay. The Moon is here. So whatever is being released here, whatever secret is being released here, is worrisome, because now you really don't know what the future holds. It feels like it is you that needs to hold back. I feel like you want to react because the King of Wands is here. You want to react in fire, like you want to say something immediately. But I think that with the Moon energy and the Emperor, it tells me that you are holding back because you need to, you don't want to cause a tower at this moment. There is something here you're worried about. The Four of Wands is here. It's about your household or about someone that lives with you, someone who's close to you. Maybe you went to a gathering and it happened there, or whatever information you got about the secret coming out, you could have gotten at the gathering. It feels like it leaves you in lack, though. I'm just going to say the Five of Pentacles here feels like you learned something that somebody should have told you. Why didn't you tell me that? Why didn't you tell me that? Like, that's what it feels like here. So I feel like you, in the middle of the week, you find out about some sort of a secret that your intuition was telling you was about to come to the surface, but you pushed it down and went to dinner. And you pushed it down and put a glass of wine on top of it. And you thought, no, that's not what it is. I feel like you weren't listening to your intuition. And I feel like in the midweek, whatever the intuition was trying to tell you is what you're going to find out. It's worrisome. Now you don't know what's going to be happening in the future. It does feel like a secret. And why didn't you tell me that sooner? So the Ten of Swords is here with the Tower. And all that glitters apparently is not gold. I feel like we were looking at the surface, right? Something can be gold plated or it can be solid gold. We don't know that until we get up close. And so I feel like something here with the Ten of Swords is causing you to decide as to whether you want to continue moving in the same way. Do you want to continue in this flow, or do I have to go? I feel like the Star is the consideration process. It feels like you're hopeful that that we can continue in the flow, that we can continue in the Eight of Wands energy. But I don't know, the Fool is also tugging at you, saying, look, maybe it's time to take a leap somewhere else, because the Ten of Swords is here. Ultimately, what it feels like to me is that you're exhausted, because I think that you've been trying to ignore your intuition, Scorpio. Something is going on here under the surface, and you've been trying to ignore it, but you've been getting all the signs that something is going on that you have not been listening to. And I think that it equals at the end of the week that you realize that somebody really betrayed you, is what it feels like. Somebody ultimately betrayed you, and I think that you knew it because the Star is here, and I think you're wondering, do I move forward or do I keep moving and go into something brand new? So we're going to go into the extension and we'll talk more about that. We're going to talk about time for a nap here. I'm going to put down cards here, 3 3 cards. We'll talk about time for a nap. I'm going to put down 3 more cards here, and we'll have more information to take into the extended. We've got the Knight of Pentacles. You need time to regroup. That's what time for a nap is here. It feels like something surprised you. Something that has to do with the heart space here. You don't always expect to find a pearl in an oyster, right? But it does feel like it feels like the Knight of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups along with the Two of Swords is not giving me the energy of a bright new cycle. It's giving me the energy of I've got to make a decision now as to whether, since I have uncovered what I've uncovered, is it really worth it? Is it worth is this really a pearl? Was it really formed in the natural way? Is it really worth something? Should I take it to the jeweler? Or am I just on this path and all of a sudden tripped across this? It feels like the hard time for a nap, the energy that was exhausting for you is that you were trying to hold down emotions. Hold down emotions. I'm not going to pay attention to that. I'm just going to put a blind eye to it. She's got her eyes covered, right? But now that she's got her eyes covered, she's feeling it out, and there's more water energy here. So the Knight of Pentacles tells me you're wondering, should I just go? Should I just make a new goal? Should I go? I feel like this is the regrouping process, and we'll talk more about that in the extended. We're going to put down 3 more cards for advice or whatever it is that's coming up in the extended, and then we will go to the extended. If you want to be in the extended with us, please look at the top of the pinned. There's a pinned comment at the top of all the comments, and so if you would like to come to the extended with us, please do that. There are some links there. If you'd like to purchase this extended outright, you can just do that. Or if you're someone who wants to see all the extendeds for all the signs, please go to the membership link, and all of the extensions are in the membership area. And also, if you would like to have a private reading, I'm doing private readings that are pre-recorded, also live if you're interested. All the sales are on the live readings, so anywhere between 5 and 75% off of live readings if you're interested in that. And we've been having a little bit of fun on the phone, Scorpio. All right, as many questions as you can stuff into the time frame that we're talking as what is the amount of questions you can ask. Okay, so we've got the 3 of Swords. We've got the Chariot, and we've got the World. Somebody here might be done. I'm just saying. Once you figure out what the secret is, and we'll talk more about that in the extended, once we figure out what the secret is and the shift that's coming here, we've got the 3 of Swords, which tells me you're really disappointed or very heartbroken in whatever the secret is that's coming out. We've got the Chariot here, which tells me I think that you're going to go. I think that you've decided it is time to bring emotional balance into the situation, and you might just get in your vehicle and go. Maybe that's the only way that you can keep your balance. We've got the World card. I think that there's a chapter coming to an end here, and that's why the Fool is here, because I feel like there is some sort of betrayal going on, and we're going to talk more about that in the extended. We have the Wheel of Fortune. Everything is changing. I know you don't like change, Scorpio, because you're a fixed sign just like me, and what is changing is the relationship, y'all. I felt it. I felt it there. I think right now you are in a relationship where you're being very silent because you are not sure if you can trust this person. You're not really sure if you can trust your intuition or trust them. It feels like you are maybe passing ships, sleeping in different beds, sleeping in different parts of the house. It feels like you're trying to get balance, but you're not sure whether you can trust this person or not. Look, we got all the big bangers here. We got Judgment. You might just need to make a really big decision that's going to change everything. But the change is here, and it comes with the Lovers. So I think I was on the right track here. We are going to talk about this as we go into the extended, and if you'd like to be there, you know what to do. I'm going to go for now, but I'll be back because I'm always back, Scorpio. You take care of yourself, and I'll be back later. Be well. Bye-bye.